guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 house building video. Today we're going to be doing another container home because we've done container builds in the past, like years ago. Actually, I don't know if have we done it? No, we've done a container home. I think we did one container home and we did one container nightclub. And now we're back with tiny living, the tiny home lot type. So I thought, so we're doing another small home because we've done one small home before. This is our second. The last one we did was on the train because I thought that was a lot of fun. This time we're doing one in a few little containers, and you saw that I actually grabbed out the debug like set of containers just so I could get the size, because that's something I never really knew in The Sims before, is how big they should be. But because they already have like a hidden item that is the correct size, I was like, I'll just base it on that. So I thought with this, we'd sort of go along the same kind of theme with all of these tiny homes, in that they are going to be sort of sustainable, you know, they're much more efficient and all that. So I'm doing a little bit of gardening here out the front, and I wanted to have this sort of roof stretch over it, but you can see like the columns didn't really line up, so I had like almost like this frame that holds up the roof. I could have just had the roof go all the way along, but then I'd have like a wall sticking out the whole way, which again, I didn't really want. So that's why I did it that way, and I also think it makes the roof line look a lot more interesting. And likewise, over on this one, I decided to give it a roof, and I actually give the other one a roof as well, just so they're not all just like flat containers. I kind of wanted them to be a little bit more involved than that. And I thought what would be fun is if we do these windows in the roof and then do like a little glass roof section, and then we could also have like these large full height windows coming down on the wall. So it's almost like this big sort of panoramic glass, I don't know, ceiling and wall that goes like wraps all the way around the sort of building like that. I thought that really gave it a sort of almost like way more modern kind of feel, but at the same time, this house is not modern at all. But anyway, I guess it gives it a sort of more interesting sort of look and feel, and it really brings the outside in as well. Like when we do the living room, because we have like, I basically build like a farm out the back, so you have like these big windows that look out to the farm, so it kind of feels like you're in the farm area in the living room. I don't know why I'm even describing it like that, but I thought it was cool, and that's the reason I did it. So because I always love these. I just use these debug sort of, I guess, what, cabbages or something? What? No, I guess lettuce is probably what they are. I don't know. What are they? Cauliflower? No, there's no, I guess it could be ungrown cauliflower. It's the cauliflower without the cauliflower. It's just the leaves. I don't know, lettuce or something, whatever. Yeah, so I thought I'd just use these little decorative ones, and then I just sort of painted under them to give them a little bit of terrain paint. I'll make it a little bit more interesting. And you might have noticed I did actually move the lot that we were building on, because I originally started on a 30 by 30. That turned out to be way too much space, so we just sort of went down here to a 20 by 30 lot, and that gives us plenty of room for our 100 tile home, plus lots of garden space. I actually did also, you might notice that sort of the solar panel on the roof over there, I did sneak that in. I sort of, that's not in the time lapse because it took me ages to find it in the catalog. I was just trying to find interesting debug items that I could put in, and that was one thing that I thought was really cool to include, because I wanted this whole place to be sustainable, and I thought that was like a nice little element that ties in. And I really wish that they had done something like that in the stuff pack, or at least in any pack. And, you know, in Island Living would have also been a great time to do some sustainable living stuff, like when they added in the off-the-grid lot trait. Like, it would have been so, and I've mentioned this before, and lots of other people have too, but, you know, like water tanks and solar panels, if they actually had like gameplay functionality where you no longer pay electricity bills, or you no longer have to pay for like plumbing, so then you could be off the grid but still have electricity and plumbing. I don't know, that just makes so much more sense to me, and I just don't understand why they don't do that, and it'd be great, so please do that, please guys. All right, so inside, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, like what kind of style I was going to furnish it in. And I guess it's very sort of, I don't know, very country, eclectic. I don't know, I would definitely not call it traditional in any sense of any style. It's kind of just like, I'm going to put these items in here because I feel like they fit. Yeah, it's kind of, I guess it's kind of like a little country style home, but much more, well, not much more. And then there's just a few little pieces here and there that are a little bit more interesting. It's a bit fun, a bit quirky. I'm kind of inspired by my current Let's Play house, where we live in the trailer, but then I've also just added all this random stuff to the garden that we needed. And that's kind of like the feel I wanted to go to this, like for this build. Like I kind of wanted it to feel like that. Like it started off as a semi-regular build, and then we've kind of just added stuff. So I kind of wanted to give it that feel, but I also didn't want to overwhelm this at the same time because I want to give you guys room to add stuff as well. That's why we've got a really big garden out the back, so there's like loads of room that you could just add stuff. But using the high top table on some of these cats and dogs chairs. I thought this looked really cool. Now you might notice, I don't know when I do it, but I put a ceiling light hanging over the table. Oh, it's right now. And I realized later on, I don't think it's in the video, but it's actually hanging off of the glass roof that we put above it. So it doesn't make any sense because it's floating. I do change that. And also, actually, I'm going to point this out now. I didn't put any bins in this build while recording, but I did it afterwards. And when we'll jump into the game at the end of this video. So near the end of this, we'll jump into the live game and we can like check it out there. Don't worry, it's there. There's bins. I just didn't do it in the video. I remembered when I was going through at the end and checking everything. Yeah, so with these tiny builds, I actually find it really interesting because we started off doing the tier 1 micro homes and then we did the tier 2 tiny homes. I'm so used to like cramming everything into these small spaces and trying to make it all functional that now that I have so much room in these 100 tile homes, I'm like, what do I put in here? Like, what do we do? So I actually ended up with 2 living rooms. This is, I guess, maybe more of the formal living room, if that makes sense, because you just sit down there, have a chat. There's a bookcase next to it. Then I have another living room just behind it near the front door that's actually like a TV room. So it's got a TV, a console, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's more for entertainment. And out here is just more for chatting and all that. And then this is a little 1x1 laundry. I love putting my laundries in now. Just behind a couple of little curtains there, snuck in there. And then I do hampers in the bedrooms as well. So we've got, I guess, technically 3 bedrooms. I mean, one of them is so small, I don't know that I would call it a bedroom because it was just like a nursery. It's like a 2x3. It's just for like basically has a bassinet and that's about it. And then you could also replace it with like a toddler bed if you needed to. I didn't put a bathtub in here though, so you'd have to change the bathroom a bit too. But you know, anyway, I'm not claiming that this build could have toddlers in it. I'm claiming that you could have a baby. So there you go. Now, yeah, so I basically do a living room at the front of the house, and then we do a single bedroom. I was gonna do a bathroom over here, but I was like, this house really doesn't need more than 1 bathroom, so I didn't bother doing one near the front of the house. I guess it would have been nice for the bedroom that we build over here to have a bathroom a little bit closer, but I was like, also, well, you should have chosen the other bedroom. It's your own fault, you know? And then I just did windows at the end of this container because I didn't want to do more on the front. Kind of wanted to keep the front of the build a little bit more private because I think, actually no, because no, I know why. Because I have the giant windows just behind this TV wall in the other room on the right. They look out to the front, and that's from the double bedroom. So I was like, I didn't really want windows from the living room that you could also just see directly into it. I mean, I guess you could kind of see out of the side window there, but not really. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought it also looks nicer from the front to not have windows there. We got those giant windows at the back of the house, though, in the living and dining area, which I thought was great. So this room, this is kind of where I'm like, how do I build bigger houses again? I was like, what do I normally put in these houses? Like, I don't understand. Anyway, so I just did a 3-seater, got a couple of side tables there, little plant and like a lamp, and we had the guitar and all that. And then this room over here is a single bedroom that is fully equipped with like a dresser and also a desk in there. Oh, I'd also do this guy here. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, so please ignore me if you can, but there's like this really high-pitched whistling sound because it's really, really windy outside today, and so my door is whistling with the wind. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can hear some annoying sound, that's what it is, and I really apologize, so I'm sorry. We also get the child in. Oh, Baby Yoda. I haven't used this yet, so I was like, I should probably put it in a build somewhere, because, I mean, The Mandalorian is a fantastic show. If you have any interest in Star Wars or Western TV shows and or movies, one or the other, either Star Wars or Westerns, then watch The Mandalorian on Disney+. I am not sponsored. It is just the best Star Wars thing we've had since, well, in this decade. Actually, it wasn't even in this decade. It's the best Star Wars thing that we've... Yeah, you know what? It was the best Star Wars thing... Oh, okay. No. Wait, let me rephrase. It's the best Star Wars live action thing we've had in the previous decade. Because, I mean... I don't know why I'm talking about this here, but the movie's not that great. But yeah, the TV show Mandalorian, fantastic. You should watch that if you want. If not, then don't. I don't care. I've no horse in this race. What do I care? So this is the bedroom. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. Just a little. I was trying to do like a custom kind of vanity thing here. So the little mirror above, and then I was trying to get everything to fit on this shelf how I want it, or not shelf, fit on this dresser how I wanted it to. So I was like, I wanted a light over there. I wanted, this little makeup tray in the middle, and then I wanted a plant, but in the back corner, not the front corner. I don't. The slots on top of that dresser are so strange. Why is there one? Like both the slots are like the front corner. It's like, why would you put something right at the front like that? Anyway. So I was like, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to change that and do it how I want to do it, So a little desk here, and then we just do like a little laptop and that. So, I mean, there's nothing too special about this. It's just a nice little bedroom that you could use quite easily, and then obviously change it up how you see fit. Yeah, pretty simple. And then, I guess I didn't. Oh, no, I did do carpet in there. I was like, did I do carpet? It's like, it's because it's all hardwood floors in there. The master bedroom doesn't have any carpet in it. I think I just used floorboards, but then I did a nice rug. And then the bathroom is in here. I actually used I purposely use that spa day shower because they can use, like, Sims can be showering while there's another Sim in the room without getting like embarrassed or anything. So I figured that would be useful for like a one bathroom home. So someone could be showering if someone else needs to go to the toilet. Although if they come out of the shower while they're on the toilet, that's a problem. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that'd be useful. So at least you could get in the room without it being a problem. So I was going to make, the nursery was going to be a little bit bigger. It was going to be 2x4, but I don't know if you saw, but when I went up a floor, the glass ceiling, obviously if we did a wall one block over, the glass ceiling wouldn't make any sense. So that's why this double bedroom gets a bit more space than the nursery. And yeah, it sucks to be them, really. These tiny little wheelie tables from Get to Work, honestly, I've used them a lot in the past as well, but in any tiny build, those are like the best little side tables ever because they take up like half a tile. You can fit them in besides a double bed on a 3 wide room. It's like so good. The only thing I wish is that we had a variant that didn't have wheels on the bottom of them because they have 4 little wheels. So it is kind of silly, but I mean, I guess it's also practical because you can move it around very easily if you needed to. I also use a taller curtain in this room. You might see it actually sticks above the wall height. But that's because if you go up a level, you'll see it also covers the window that is in the glass area. And we'll have a closer look at all that stuff when we jump into the game as well. So yeah, this is the little nursery. Nothing too special. Like, I mean, the only thing you need for a baby in The Sims 4 is the bassinet. So literally everything else in this room is, I guess, just decorative until you have a toddler, I guess. But yeah, you could easily fit a toddler bed in this room. If you just moved like the toy chest and I think I put like a Blarfy or something in there. If you just moved them out of the way, you could fit, because those beds are only 2x1, so that'd be really easy. When they become a kid, the room would be a little bit cramped, but you could still fit a bed in there. Not ideal, but it would work. So there's definitely possibility for more Sims in this build. And you could definitely turn the other single bedroom into like a twin room or something like that easily. Easy adjustments. Lots of changes that could be made there. Yeah, I was like, so we got a nursery. I was like, what do I put in here? Like, there's really not a lot of stuff in The Sims 4 for a nursery. And then I just set up like a little flower arranging, like gardening workstation over here. Just a nice little backyard decoration that I thought would look good. And I was just trying to find something to put on the wall, and I don't know that I ever did because I was like, I kind of wanted like some tools. I know there are those things like the tools thing that goes up on the wall, but that was way too big, so I didn't use that. And just a little hamper there, and a few little shrubs out the front here. But let's go ahead and jump into the game, and I'll give you a quick tour of the build as it is nice and finished. All right, so here we are in the game looking at the build, and I really love the front of this. I love this little stone pathway we've got here. I love like these little pots that we've got down there. These little sort of shade roofs that those are undercover, I love this whole little look. And then we've got these big glass roofs in a few little places, and I love that the glass sort of continues up. It wraps around the front here and then comes all the way down. And you can see this is what I was talking about with the curtain. It goes all the way up and covers this window. And then the idea is like, you'd imagine that this pulls across and covers both. And then this is the solar panel. It is like a debug item, so you can't clone it, but it does look like this. And then I've just sort of placed it up there on the roof, so it looks like they have some solar energy. And that little air conditioning unit and the sort of vents up the top there as well. And then, yeah, same thing here. We got the glass that sort of starts here, except this one wraps around the other way, sort of wraps all the way around, comes down this side. And actually, I love the back. This look right here. Oh, that tree is right in my way. This sort of back of the house. I love all this glass. I don't know. It feels like really, really open. And I actually also really like this singular glass door here, and then sort of asymmetrical like wooden beam things or whatever they are. I don't know. I think that turned out really, really nice. And this little kitchen in here, the high top table sitting there, that light that's now over there instead of over the table. I mean, I guess you could just move the table. That would probably make more sense if you put it like there. Actually, probably fits better too. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, put the table there. It makes more sense. Yeah, so I really like that. There's a little laundry tucked away in there. This is the main, or I guess the formal sort of sitting room, whatever you want to call it. It goes here with a big glass above it, which I think looks sweet. And you can come over here in the kitchen area. Oh, then I think this looks so cool. I'm actually so happy with how this turned out. And then we go, well, this is the entrance here. Oh, yeah. Is that the thumbnail? No, no one will click on that. People won't click on that. And then in here is this sort of like TV room. It's got the radio and the stereo, not the stereo, and the console, the guitar, and all that kind of stuff. And then this way was the single bedroom over here, the bed, the little desk, and the little vanity on this side, which I think looks quite nice in the end. Very pink and purple in there. And then over this way we have the other, well, we have the bathroom in here, which is pretty simple. Little hamper there. We got the shower, and then the sink and all that over there. Little nursery, and then the master bedroom in here with our little guys on wheels, because the wheels are, I guess, well, they just come with it. Yeah, I really like this this main bedroom in here. I think this room is really nice, and I really like this sort of main living space too. Oh yeah, and then so the bins, one there, you might have seen it, and then the other bin was just at the front. So those are in there, and then that is the tiny container home for 100 tiles. And you get the benefits of less bills, or the bills are cheaper, and your happy, inspired, and focused buffs last twice as long. There you go. That is the build. Oh, I was going to get a sweet view for the end card, but never mind. There we go. That is the build. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to download this, I'll link it in the description down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.